Welcome to MCQ series part 11. The question number 1 states that area of inner circle and centered ring are equal, radii r1 and r2 are related by. So here r2 is given the radius of inner circle, r1 is the radius of outer circle, and the area of inner circle and the ring are equal. So we will simply put the area of inner circle, that is pi r2 square, and the area of ring as equal. So what is the area of ring? The area of outer circle minus the area of inner circle. Okay, that will be area of ring. So both of them are equal. After solving this equation, we will find out that relation is r1 is equal to under root 2 r2. So hence the second option is your right answer. Okay, you will solve this equation and definitely find out the result. R1 is equal to root 2 into r2. So here second option is your right answer. Now the question number 2 is, consider three parallel strips of 10 meter width with running around the earth. एक 10 मीटर चौड़ी तीन पैरेलल स्ट्रिप्स को अर्थ के अराउंड लगाया जाता है. ओके, पैरेलल टू द इक्वेटर, एंड दीज थ्री स्ट्रिप्स आर पैरेलल टू द इक्वेटर. A1 at the equator, A2 at Tropic of Cancer, and A3 at Arctic Circle. So suppose that this is the equator of our earth and three strips are there. A1 is put along this equator while A2 is put along the Tropic of Cancer. So this is the Tropic of Cancer, while A3 is along the Arctic Circle. So this is your A3. So now what is this asking? Order of areas of the strips. So you know that area depends on radius, and the radius is more for A1 and least for A3, and between those we have A2. So more is radius, then more will be the area. So A1 का रेडियस सबसे ज़्यादा है, चूंकि वह इक्वेटर पर है तो इसका एरिया भी सबसे ज़्यादा होगा. देन A2 का रेडियस इज लेस देन A1, दैट मीन्स एरिया ऑफ A2 विल ऑल्सो लेसर देन. सो A2 का जो एरिया है वो लेस देन होगा A1 के, एंड सेम A3 की रेडियस और कम हो जाती है और इसका एरिया और कम हो जाएगा. एंड हेंस द रेडियस इज डिक्रीजिंग टुवार्ड्स द पोल फ्रॉम द इक्वेटर, एंड सेम एरिया इज ऑल्सो डिक्रीजिंग. So here radius is decreasing, area is decreasing, and hence the option number 4th is your right answer. That area of A1 is greater than A2 and area of A2 is greater than A3. Now the third question is, Hatti gold mine is located in which of the following cratons? So we have 5 cratons. Out of those 4 are given in this question, that are Bastra craton, Singhbhum craton, Dharwar craton, and Bundelkhand craton. So it is that Dharwar craton contains the most of gold, and in this craton we have 2 coal mines, Kolar coal field and Hatti gold field. As far as the Hatti gold mine is concerned, we have the 2 divisions of Dharwar craton. So that are the eastern Dharwar craton and western Dharwar craton. Okay, so eastern Dharwar craton is denoted by EDC, eastern Dharwar craton, and WDC, western Dharwar craton. So this gold field is associated with the eastern Dharwar craton. Here option number 3rd is your right answer. Now the fourth question is, find out the correct sequence of planetary winds as from the equator to poles. You know that there are 3 type of planetary winds prevailing all over the globes, and out of those planetary winds is shown in this diagram. So here what is given? This is the equator and this is the poles. So from equator, as we move from equator towards the poles, first we will find the trade winds which are running from the northeast direction. Okay, this is our direction chart. This is north. Okay, this is north, this is west, south, and here you have east. So in the northern hemisphere, trade winds are moving from northeast direction towards the southwest direction, while in the southern hemisphere these trade winds are running just in the southeast direction and towards the northwest direction. So first we will find trade winds as we move from equator towards the poles. Then we will find westerlies are there. Okay, and these are called westerlies because they are running from the western hemisphere, as in the northern hemisphere they are running from southwest direction towards the northeast direction, and in the southern hemisphere they are running from the northwest direction towards the southeast direction. Okay, so then we have these westerlies. As we move further towards the pole, we will find that there are polar winds. Okay, so the correct sequence from the equator towards the pole is the trade winds, then westerlies, and then polar winds. So here finally our answer is your option number 1, that first we will found trade winds, then we will found westerlies, then polar winds as we move from the equator towards the poles. Now the fifth question is, escarpment are termed as which of the following structure? So as you know that escarpment is a structure formed by erosion as well as it can be formed by the faulting. So here is the definition of escarpment. Escarpment is a steep slope or long cliff that form as result of faulting or erosion and separates two relatively level areas having different elevations. So it is a steep slope like this, or it can be a cliff, and it may be formed by the faulting and erosion. And these are the this differentiate the areas of two different levels. As you can see that one level is below this escarpment and other is above this escarpment, so it differentiates between the two levels. And it can be formed by faulting as the hanging wall moves downward or footwall moves upward side. And it can also be produced by the erosional activity of a river or some other agents like wind can also be formed the escarpment. So these escarpment are also known as the homoclinal structures. Okay, so it's all about for today. Thank you so much.